The moment that she thinks that you can't get another woman, she stops wanting you. Okay. But when she starts seeing that other women want you and that you might leave her for someone else, because she's thinking like a woman, right? She's got to filter everything through her own solipsism. And this is what women do, right? They're always looking for their best possible option. And if they don't have their best possible option, they start looking for their next best possible option. Well, if she starts thinking like, oh, I'm not adding value to his life. He's not taking what I'm saying seriously anymore. He's he's not trying to like overly accommodate me. He's being funny and outgoing. He has a social life now. When we go out, women laugh at his dumb jokes and they're making eyes at him. Holy shit, I might lose this guy, right? Well, that starts getting her hamster wheel going, right? You want to start working on your fitness. You want to work on your social proof. You actually have to go out and talk to people and be more social again. You don't have to go out and overtly flirt with people. You don't have to go and get numbers from chicks. Okay. You don't actually have to cheat on your wife. You can just be more social, right? Go out, be more social, get that social proof, be a man of purpose again. Start like, if you've let your job get stagnant because you've got comfortable, stop. Like, give a shit about your job again. Give a shit about your career. Get ambitious again. Try to get to that next level, right? She's going to start noticing this stuff, right? And you want to let her see that other women are noticing you. Like, and you don't want to dissuade it. If she comes up and she's like, hey, that girl was hitting on you, be like, well, of course she was. You know what I mean? Like, you want to own that shit, okay? You want to become an irreplaceable man. All right. Instead of focusing on getting her back, which a lot of guys are trying to get my wife. How do I get my wife to want to fuck me again? Right. That's the initial motivation. Okay. Instead of focusing on getting her back, focus on making yourself so fucking valuable that she doesn't want to lose you. Right. You have to work on your own personal sexual market value to get there. So that means you got to focus on you. You can't be focusing on how, like, her reactions to you and what she's doing, right? You focus on you. Focus on being more confident. Focus on being more in shape. Focusing on having better emotional durability and emotional control, having a better mental frame. Focus on, leveling up in all areas of your life, including your career. Get back into that. Get ambitious again. Right? Do all this kind of shit and focus on you. Go hard focusing on you. And she's either gonna get on board or she won't. Okay. But 9 times out of 10, she's gonna get on board. Okay. You want to develop the mindset that I am the prize. Okay. Now, a lot of guys in the space talk about how, oh, you're the prize, bro. Bro, you're the prize. But a lot of you guys aren't the prize. Okay. Your wife certainly doesn't see you as the prize. Right. So you can't just delusionally tell yourself that. You literally have to do some fucking work in order to become a prize. Men have a burden of performance. We just do, right? Women, if they want to save the relationship, they know how to do it, right? Belly's full, balls empty. It's pretty fucking simple. Men are simple creatures, right? They know how to do it, but they have to want to do it. And if you're not inspiring them to want to do it, they're not going to do it, right? So guys have this burden of performance of being the best possible version of themselves, right? That's what we do, So you have to become the kind of guy that she doesn't want to lose. And you only do that by raising your sexual market value, okay? But the thing here is that if you develop the mindset of I am the prize, I am the prize, I am the prize, it becomes easier to start believing it when you start acting like it and start doing shit that a prize guy that a chick actually wants to be with, would do, right? A guy who takes care of his physical fitness, a guy that is ambitious, a guy that is confident, a guy that's funny and has a good social circle, like all that kind of stuff, you will become the prize, okay? But if she doesn't value you, you also have the mindset like, hey, I'm working on all this shit. And if she doesn't want to get on board, someone else is going to realize that I'm the prize. Okay. But once you realize that and you have that mentality and you're focusing on yourself, a lot of times she's going to start noticing it. She's going to start noticing it. She's going to start testing you, and you just got to learn how to handle it. Okay. And a lot of that, you can learn that in my book, Get Her to Fuck You Again. You can learn that by working with me one-on-one. Okay. So let's summarize here. So attraction's not lost overnight. It's a slow erosion of your masculine presence over time. We call that the betatization process. You can't talk about it. You can't negotiate that desire. Okay. You have to be about it. You have to take action. You have to start leveling yourself up. Think about what you would do if she dumped your ass tomorrow. Okay. What would you do? Would you just like crawl under a rock and like, crawl up in a bottle? Maybe some of you guys would do that. Or would you go, all right, well, fuck, I guess I better get back out in the dating circuit. I haven't done this in 20 years. I don't know what I'm doing. Right. But maybe I should hit the gym. Maybe I should start losing this beer gut. Right. Like that's what guys tend to do when they're back on the dating circuit, because they're trying to attract a new girl. Well, fucking start doing that shit now. Okay. She is the perfect sparring partner right now. She's seen all your bullshit. And if you can run game on your wife, you can run game on fucking anybody. So have that mindset. Like, I'm going to, at the very least, work on myself and use her as a practice dummy while I do all this shit. Right. She either gets on board or she doesn't, but I'm going to be the best fucking attractive guy in my area. Okay. So you can't negotiate desire. You must inspire it. And stop chasing her, stop begging, stop trying to talk it out. Okay. Take action, reclaim your frame, right? Women are like cats, right? The more you chase them, the more you run away. The more you act like, I don't give a fuck, do what you're going to do. I'm working on me now. Right. The more you do that, the more they get curious going, hey, why aren't you paying attention to me? And then they show you your butthole. That's how that works. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Tune into the podcast on Wednesday. We are going over chapter 8 in Get Her to Fuck You Again, which is all about emotional resilience and frame. So one of the things I talked about today was improving your mental frame. We're going to talk about that on Wednesday, which is interesting because usually I reserve Fridays for Frame Fridays, but Wednesday we've been going over my book. So that's what we're going to go over Wednesday. All about emotional resilience and frame. It's one of the hardest things for men to get a handle on, in my opinion. It really is, right? A lot of guys think of ourselves as these rational beings, but we react usually with anger. But we do react emotionally to a lot of things, and it's usually with anger. And if we just got that in check, if we were more cool cucumbers when our wives did shit that pissed us off, like things would be a much better dynamic, right? If you just looked at your wife like, oh, she's the most responsible teenager in the house and everything she does, you just sort of find funny and amusing and adorable, like you would have way less relationship problems. Okay. And that is when we talk about, what's the number one thing killing attraction? I would actually say men's emotional control and frame is the number one thing. It's the number one thing men need to work on to fix that. Oh, hey, look, Erkin sent, it looks like a 10 sex, which is, God bless. What's the name of that? It's Swedish money, right? Swedish money. All right. He said $10, so I'm going to give him the bouncing bubs today.
Thank you for the super chats. Movies bouncing, can't stop that. From the east to the west, you are the best. Keep those chats coming in, let's do it all again.
He says that's a Swedish krona. I don't know why I can't mentally store that information. One of these days I'll get it, Erkin. I'll stop being annoying about it.
New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe now.